Tell me, Benji, what have we done?
Well, I'm a G-Wagon, bro. I'm a Dubai guy.
And it's not some magic formula. This is Benji.
My nail tech knows how to keep it a little secret. I don't wish for my success, I speak it.
It's 6:22 in the morning. I just arrived here in Dubai. Feels very strange to be back, but also good. I haven't slept a minute tonight, and I came straight here to Kite Beach, and I've just been walking back and forth for like an hour, collecting my thoughts. And there's a lot of things this place isn't. There's a lot of things this place is. And if there's one thing I missed over the past weeks in Sweden, it's the sun. I show you a lot of that, and it's just about to rise. So let's kick off this week and go get a coffee and get to work done.
I think I made it. I think I made it, cause I'm always smiling and you're the reason now. Girl, I can't explain it. It's all in the timing. I had to get low, I had to get low, I had to get back.
I'd almost forgotten, but something that Dubai does is that it completely reshapes your perception of money. I'm sitting here having my morning coffee, and this is my view. There's literally villas over here that sits on the water and has their own parking spaces for their yachts. And I passed probably 20 supercars on my way here. Crazy. Habibi! G-pull-up! Nu snackar vi! Tell me, Benji, what have we done?
Well, I'm a G-Wagon, bro. I'm a Dubai guy.
Quite the step up from the Peugeot in Sweden. I absolutely love these rims. You know what I think about when I see these rims?
What?
Jeff.
Oh!
Rockport Jeff. I finally got myself a little nap. Let me give you a quick run tour. Not the biggest, but the location here is ideal. And this building has everything you need. There's a gym downstairs, there's a co-working space, pool, nice community, and the best of it all, look at this view. Get first access to Burj Khalifa. Fucking insane. From my small town shopping, cruising around with views like this. What is life? Hopefully, if things go as I plan, I'm gonna take on a pretty major software project here next year. And I've done it a couple of times before, some more successful than others, let's put it that way. And I think a big thing that people get wrong from the beginning is that they think that their product is completely unique, which it is in many senses, but it's also not. Any big project, whether it's being, a new software product or building a skyscraper or a railway, is essentially the same thing. You need to do your research, you need to do your planning, you need to set up a design print, you need execution, and you're following a time plan and a budget. So I'm of course taking all the learnings and research on how to build software projects, but you'd be surprised about how much inspiration and tips you can get by looking at how things get done in other industries. So I'm currently reading How Big Things Get Done, which is about how opera houses, skyscrapers, high-speed railway stations, etc. are being built and what typically gets wrong with them. And also, of course, how you can solve that by thinking slow and acting fast. Definitely worth a read if you're planning a big project. Right, it's Thursday already. We're in Al Sarkal, what's that the name? Gonna go and look at some nice art, find a good co-working space for a cafe, and get some work done. I have, by very direct request from my editor Owen, been asked to put Mr. Benji on the spot after watching back the videos.
Yeah, what's up? What do you want, Owen?
He wants some philosophy.
Some philosophy? Well, the sun is shining. And when the sun is shining, you have to Enjoy it. You have to take care of it. You have to feel gratitude. You have to let it fill you. And we're gonna do that by enjoying some art. I'm back.
Dude never fails to deliver.
No, I was delivered, you know.
All right, let's find a good spot.
Good. I'm nerding out. I found a Mac Miller album. I'm gonna get that. And then we want some 90s house, some used vinyl.
This guy is bullying me for not knowing anything about old hip hop.
Yeah. Like you didn't know NWA. It's like the foundation of hip hop. Like that's where it all started. Gangsta Rap.
That's not Metallica. I know
You're illiterate.
When it comes to this realm of the world, like I definitely am. But it's sick though. I love the tactile, the old school physical vinyls. I believe DJing with this would be sick.
My Scandinavian brother, give me a down. How do we feel comparing Scandinavia to Dubai? Because this is like the polar opposite.
To be honest, like it's freezing back home now.
It is.
So I'm running around and I'm sweating, so it's totally different. But man, it's so great to get all these people here. We're gonna be here for like 3 hours. It's gonna be a good time.
What is the mentality of Norway? Because in Sweden we have this thing called the law of Yacht. Yeah, you have the same.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Do you feel like that is hindering entrepreneurs, or is it a net positive for us?
I think it is. It's this like mental hurdle that a lot of people have, where you don't feel like you can talk to people and talk about the achievements that you made. You can't talk about certain things because you feel like they're gonna look at you thinking that you're boasting, or you think you're better than them, which is a part of it.
Yeah, it's a funny part because like in Scandinavia, it's somewhat frowned upon to be successful, right?
Yeah.
I've also heard this frame of, since it's not something you look up to, having much material success, the way to be successful is by growing your character and like being a good leader, which in turn allows us to build great companies.
The cheat code to life is balance, so try to balance. Like I spent 3, 4, 5 months abroad during winter time or somewhere else. I go back over sketch, see if it's the family and have that time. So it's really just balancing that.
But we need to look at this yacht.
Okay. Excellent.
Anyway, we're gonna have Wojtek keep us some tunes here in a bit on the decks, and let's enjoy the night. Thanks for bringing us here.
Thank you for pulling up. I know it was late notice, but I think everybody will figure it out.
Turns out it's pretty difficult to film around here. Every time I set up my tripod, there's some security guard that comes and tells me off. Apparently, as long as I hold the camera, we're good. I've been a little bit off balance the past couple of days here. So with these big decisions I'm having to make here, there's a lot of stress and anxiety and worry that builds up. But the thing is, I'm so confident and I know where I will be in 10 years. And I know that there isn't a single decision that this relies on, that I'm gonna get to where I wanna go in 10 years. There's no point holding too much stress or worry over individual decisions. Ultimately, it's gonna be accumulation of thousands of decisions and habits that's taken over the course of these years. It's okay to have bad days here and there, but it's really important to not get stuck in it. Yeah, feel bad for a day or two, but then you need to be able to snap back into your productive, upward, positive spiral. And over the past years, I built up some routines and structures that I can implement every single day to ensure that I stay in that positive upward spiral. So what I have is I have a morning routine, and then I have a productivity process or productivity routine that I follow almost every day. And it's not some magic formula that's gonna make you rich over the night, but it's a process that is simple enough to use, that I know that I can stay consistent with it. And I worked it out over multiple years and perfected it to a point where I know that if I continue keeping these inputs and keeping these habits, it's inevitable that I will succeed and make enough progress to get where I want to go. So now, thanks to having these structures and routines, I can easily snap out of that bad mood and get into my productive state again. And I know that I will be able to keep this going forward the coming days. So that's something you should think about. How can you find a routine or process that you can implement in your day-to-day life? And your routine is gonna look different from the next person's routine. So don't get too hung up on what other people is doing. And again, don't make it too complicated. It must be simple enough that you can stay consistent with it, not for days or weeks, but for years. Alright, we're signing out from the desert for this week. It's been kind of a low energy week, I feel like, but that's how it is sometimes. However, it is about to change. We got a lot of fun things planned here for next week here in Dubai. I got some investor calls lined up locally here. So that's some fun things we're gonna go out to do as well. And there's even some meetups and in-person events that's happening thanks to my following on YouTube. So it's super cool that despite being such a relatively small community still, it can translate into in-person meetings and yeah, just seeing that it makes an impact, which is a ton of fun to see. But yeah, catch you in the next one. Peace.